Hi everyone, Dr. Daniel Klauer here with the TMJ Sleep Therapy Centre. Just want to give you our health tip of the week. In light of everything going on with the COVID virus right now, Mayo Clinic put out a really interesting article on some things you can do to help boost your immunity. So the first thing, and you probably could have picked it, is sleep. It's written on the wall. So much happens when we're sleeping, and the better quality of sleep we get, the better our immunity is. So the better we are able to fight off infections, viruses, and really just promote and boost to our overall health. So over the coming week, look into ways you can improve your sleep naturally, organically. Make sure you're getting adequate hours, going to bed at consistent times, you're not using technology right as you're falling asleep. That'll stimulate your brain. So create an environment to really make your sleep as good as possible in regards to quality. So I think that's the best thing you can do for yourself. So get to bed early, get to bed consistently, and hope you have a good night's rest. Picking up from where we left off on the Mayo Clinic's recommendation for the COVID virus, one topic they recommended patients doing is meditation, practicing mindfulness. That's very important to help shut down our mind, prevent us from being in that hamster wheel of the situation. There's a lot of tips and tricks that you can do to practice mindfulness if you've never done that before. And basically it helps to calm down the mind and reduce lower anxiety. There's a term or a technique called cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and you can look up kind of some self-help workshops online with cognitive behavioral therapy. It's really good for things to do before you fall asleep when you're in stressful situations. And right now it's a stressful situation for many of us with employment being remote or being off temporarily, all of that. So practicing meditation, mindfulness is going to be good for your overall health. So definitely encourage you guys doing it. If you have a family member or friend who meditates or who is good at that, reach out to them, ask them how they do it and what works for them. So that's something to look into and do. And if you have any specific questions, please feel free to reach out to us, and we're here to help. Step 3 of 4 of the Mayo Clinic recommendations for the COVID virus, they talked a lot about diet. And so, like Hippocrates said, we are what we eat. What we eat can be medicine. And so the saying as well, let food be thy medicine, is something that rings very true. So right now, we often say that we don't have time to cook healthy, or we don't have time to eat well. I think what a lot of us have right now is time. So looking into a healthy diet and routine of low inflammatory foods, things that promote health rather than take away from it, would be extremely important right now. I know it's easy to get into a rut, and so we got to break ourselves out of that. So looking into healthy eating tips would be great right now for your family and for yourself. Our website has a ton of information on that, as well as recipes and whatnot. So I would look into making some conscious health changes in terms of improving the quality of food that we eat. And if you have specific questions, please feel free to reach out to us. All right, last of the 4 tips from the Mayo Clinic in ways to combat the virus, the COVID virus. So the last thing they talked about was exercise. Having a good, healthy exercise routine is important. There's a lot of benefits to getting the blood flowing and to kind of pumping those natural endorphins. And so exercise is great. You don't want to do too much strenuous stuff, but you want to stress out the body a little bit so that gets the blood flowing, gets a good energy boost, and makes you feel a little bit fatigued, gets you ready for sleep actually. So over the next couple weeks, if you can map out a consistent exercise routine, find a challenge to do with a friend. I know a lot of us are getting out and walking more and stuff like that. Depending on how the weather is, do the best you can, but implement some core exercise movements into your daily routine, and that's going to help boost your immunity, help keep you healthy as long as possible. And if you do get exposed to this virus, we want you to have a good ability to fight it. And so with that, in summary, we want adequate sleep, practice mindfulness and meditation, make some positive improvements to diet, and then get out there and exercise a little bit. So hope you found that helpful. And we'll be shooting one of these a week and more to come in the future.